Hey everybody, this is Thursday here in McAllen, Texas. I'm Ruben Lowy. All right, so I'm going to talk about the categorization of assets and investments. Okay, so something that we don't have a lot, we don't see a lot in our training material is like an asset allocation hierarchy structure pyramid, for no better word, right? So I worked as a venture capital broker for a while, and they taught us we had to work with accredited investors only, and so they had to have $1 million and they had to be structured a certain way, and this is where I learned this. So 50% of your portfolio needed to be in something safe. That could be bank CDs, municipal bonds, blue chip stocks, gold, silver, whole life, universal life, right? And these kind of investments don't grow a lot, right? But your money's not going anywhere. Okay, then 40% could be moderate. Okay, this would be real estate, individual stocks, mutual funds, variable universal life, and variable annuities. Okay, so they're a little more risk but a little more return. Okay, and then 10% could be in the high risk category. With this going to be oil and gas, venture capital, commodities, futures, and forex. Okay, those fit in that category. Now, the experts in crypto say you should only have 5% of your total portfolio in cryptocurrency. So I have that here. You can see it. Okay, so that's the risk category. So if you blow it up like with an oil well and you make a bunch of money, you reallocate to this model to help keep, so you're making sure you're keeping your money. It's not just to keep rolling the dice. All right. Now, next, look at taxation. So there's the tax now category, which is your bank checking, savings, CD, stocks, mutual funds, bonds. Oh yeah, crypto. Okay. So these get taxed. You get any return, you're going to get a 1099. Okay. Now, what's crazy about crypto is they're trying to even tax it more than everything else. And there's less loopholes, for no better word, as far as like there's no 1031 or 1035 exchange for cryptocurrency. Okay. You can't sell your Bitcoin and buy XRP, and as long as you keep it in your wallet, you got your tax deferred. As soon as you sell that Bitcoin, you gotta get a 1099. They're gonna count that as if you got a gain, a short-term capital gain, it's like 39%. Okay, all right. So next category is going to be your tax later. That's going to be it's called qualified. You get a tax deduction on your contribution, so lose your tax profile, gross tax deferred, but it's going to be taxed at regular income when you take that money out. That's going to be an IRA, a 401k, a 403b, annuities, a SEP IRA, a defined benefit plan, and a TSP. All fit in that category. All right, just have different limits. Then there's the tax advantage category. So on top of this is Roth IRA. All right, it's after tax dollars, it goes tax deferred, and when you take it out, you don't pay tax advantage. Then there's the hospital savings plan, medical savings plans, the college savings plans, but those are all just for the doctors in the hospitals. Municipal bonds, bonds, there's no limits on them. They don't get a great return. You might be able to buy them like a 5% discount. I mean, in 2009, California municipal bonds were up like 28%. That's like never happened before. Ain't gonna happen again. All right. And then life insurance. Okay. So life insurance is after tax dollars. Your bucket is bigger depending on how much life insurance you can. If you're in the military, you qualify for 5 times your income. And so if you're making $50,000 a year, you can have a $250,000 policy, right? If you have If you're W-2, 10 times your income. So you're making $50,000 a year, you can have a $500,000 policy, right? And if you're self-employed and you're making $50,000 a year adjusted gross income, you can get a $500,000 policy. Or you can go with the dime method, debt, income, mortgage, education, okay? And then that can justify more insurance, which means a bigger bucket. So you can put away more money, okay? Well, then there is the 4 boxes. And this, Schwan Nguyen, I heard him talking about this and I loved it, right? So you put any asset to the 4-box test and you see how it comes out, right? So you're looking at rate of return. Well, with a Index Universal Life, Transamerica, Pacific Life, Nationwide, they get a 15% cap. Okay, so if the market does 30, you're not going to get that. But that's how they pay for the floor, which is the protection. Okay, so 0.75%. Okay, I have Pacific Life, I get a 0, but I'm not losing my money, right? If the market goes down to 30, I'm good to go. And those, what you don't lose is a gain. Okay. Then there's the taxes. Okay, so there's a tax-free growth, or tax-free growth, the tax advantage income, and the tax-free death benefit. Okay, so you die, you just benefit goes to your family tax-free. And then there's the living benefits. Okay, so that's long-term care, catastrophic illness, all right, and then retirement income stream. Okay, while you're still alive, right? So let's look at, you pick it, real estate. It could be, let's say crypto, right? How does it weigh when you put it to this test? Okay. So I hope that helps. If anybody benefited from this, please go ahead and share. All right, but that's a way of putting things in perspective, and so you don't have anybody if to run up to you and go, well, why aren't you talking about crypto?